In the Gospel of Thomas, verse 24, the disciples asked Jesus a direct question. Show us the place where you are, since we must seek it. They wanted to know where he existed spiritually, how he perceived reality differently than they did, what he could see that they couldn't. Jesus' answer confused scholars for 2,000 years. He said, "There is light within a person of light, and it lights up the whole world. If it does not shine, there is darkness." He wasn't being poetic. He was describing something physical. Ancient Christian mystics understood this immediately. Jesus was talking about a gland in the center of the human skull. A gland the size of a grain of rice that, when functioning, allows you to perceive dimensions most humans can't see. The Gnostics called it the eye of knowing. Modern anatomy calls it the pineal gland. And here's what the early texts reveal. When Jesus initiated his closest disciples, he would touch their foreheads in a specific way. The Gospel of Philip describes this as sealing, a ritual that activated something dormant inside them. Jesus touched the exact point between the bone and the light, a place you felt tingling your entire life but never understood. That touch wasn't symbolic. It was triggering the pineal gland, opening their vision to spiritual realms, showing them the difference between the demiurge's false reality and the monad's true light. But there's a problem. Your pineal gland, the same organ Jesus activated in the chosen ones, is calcified, hardened, sealed shut. And it didn't happen by accident. The archons understood exactly what this gland does. They've spent 2,000 years making sure it stops working in humans before they ever learn to use it. Tonight, you're going to understand why your spiritual vision has felt blocked your entire life, what the archons did to close it, and the exact technique to reopen what Jesus activated in the chosen ones. The fact that you're watching this right now means your pineal gland isn't completely dead. There's still light getting through. And you're about to learn how to make it shine the way it was designed to. If you're ready to reactivate what the archons sealed, comment, "My vision is opening right now." You've probably noticed something your entire life. You sense things other people don't. You pick up on energy in rooms. You know when someone's lying before they finish their sentence. You have dreams that feel more real than waking life. You've always felt like there's a layer of reality just beyond your perception, like you're seeing through frosted glass instead of clear glass. That's not imagination. That's your pineal gland trying to function through calcification. You're one of the chosen ones, a pneumatic, and even with a partially calcified pineal gland, you're still perceiving more than Helix or most psychics ever will. But you're not seeing clearly yet. And that frustration you feel, that sense that you should be perceiving more, knowing more, seeing through the veil more easily, that's legitimate. Because you're right. You should be seeing more. Your pineal gland was designed to show you spiritual dimensions as clearly as your physical eyes show you this room. Let me explain what's actually happening inside your skull right now. The pineal gland sits in the exact geometric center of your brain. It's positioned perfectly between the two hemispheres, directly behind your eyes at the level of your eyebrows. Ancient anatomists called it the third eye, and that name isn't metaphorical. It's literally structured like an eye. It contains rods and cones, photoreceptors, a lens-like structure. But unlike your physical eyes that detect material light, the pineal gland perceives spiritual frequencies, non-physical dimensions, energetic realities that don't exist in matter. When Jesus talked about the light within a person of light, he was describing what happens when this gland functions correctly. You perceive truth directly. You see through deceptions instantly, not because you're analyzing words but because you're reading energetic reality behind the words. You recognize archon manipulation the moment it starts because you're seeing the entities themselves, not just their effects. You know which spiritual experiences are genuine contact with higher consciousness and which are archon simulations designed to trap you. This is the vision the Gnostic texts say pneumatics possess. The ability to see what the archons cannot perceive and recognize what the demiurge did not create. That's